Well, hello everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and today I kind of want to go through my cream makeup drawer. So I have this whole drawer right here. So this is my cream makeup drawer. I have blush, bronzers, and highlighters in here. And the other day I was kind of just digging around in it for a certain product, and I was looking at things like, I forgot I even had that. There's things in here I completely forgot about, stuff I really want to rediscover. There's products I don't even like that are in here, and things just kind of need a little declutter and a little refresh. And I kind of want to like reorganize it a little bit because I tend to open the drawer this much and grab whatever's in the front. And there's a lot of good stuff in here that I want to start using. And you know, cream stuff probably has a shorter shelf life than a powder product does. I say that, but I've had this palette for like 4 or 5 years and it's just as creamy as the day I bought it. So, you know, creams have kind of a shorter shelf life, or I guess they should, but I'll keep it till it doesn't work anymore. But yeah, we're just gonna go through it. I'll probably swatch a lot of the stuff and do a little declutter and that kind of stuff. So let's get my little rag for my swatches, and I'm just gonna kind of dig in with no real rhyme or reason and just kind of go through it. So right here on the top is from Kaja. This is a sponge. I was gonna call it a sponge blush. It's a cushion blush in the shade Bossy. I was obsessed with this blush when I first got it. I'm sure it's still good. I don't know. It was drying out for a while there. This is what it looks like. It's just a little sponge with the blush in it, like a liquid blush. And then it has this little top piece that you're kind of supposed to dip it in here and then put it on, but you still have to blend it out. Like, this isn't a blending sponge, it's just like a cute applicator. But I'm gonna flip over the sponge with my tweezers and see if there's any blush left on the other side. Oh yeah, there's definitely enough to kind of use. This is one I think I'm gonna throw in my Project Pan video, my Project Pan project, I guess, for the year, and see if I can finish this up. I'm gonna put this in this drawer because I love that blush, and although it's kind of running out, I used the heck out of it. I think I used it up. It didn't necessarily just dry up, you know. Right here on the top, again, a super dirty one. This is the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer. And I remember when I got this bronzer, I had been using this, the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer. The Tarte C Breezy Cream Bronzer, or is it called C? I don't know. But I think they discontinued this whole line. I don't know why. They had some really great things, but I was using the heck out of this one. I know this one doesn't look like it's being used a lot because I had the small size as well, which I don't think I have anymore actually, unless I find it in here. I had the small size and I was using that one like crazy, but I also had to buy the big one. But when I bought the Fenty one, I just found that I liked this one so much more than this. But I couldn't admit it to myself because I was crazy about this one, that when I found one that was better, I kind of felt bad. Is that weird? I am going to declutter this because it is just a little too pigmented for me now, or for what my preferences are, and I like some other cream bronzers a little bit more, so I'm actually going to declutter that. I don't know if anybody's going to want it because it's cream and the packaging is really dirty. Like, the packaging gets dirty and it doesn't clean that easily. So, I don't know. I'll find something to do with it. Anyway, back to the Fenty one. I love this. I think it's so pretty. It's so easy to use. It blends into the skin so nicely. It looks natural, but still, you could still see it. It's not like natural where it's like you can't really notice it's on your skin. So this is the Fenty one, and that's the Tarte one. The Fenty, it looks a little bit more on the yellowy side in comparison to the one from Tarte, but it doesn't look like that on my skin. It's just so pretty. I absolutely love it, and it's really easy to use. Yeah, I love that one. Another little cream bronzer again from Kaja. This is their sponge. Why do I keep calling it a sponge? Their cushion bronzer in the shade Shady, and this expired in 2022. But that's okay, it's still fine. And it's the same exact concept here. This one also, the little applicator, but I mean, you're not really gonna put on bronzer with a star-shaped sponge. You know what I mean? This one should still have a ton in it. Yeah, it does. This one, again, super pretty, super easy to blend on the skin, really easy to use. I usually put this one on with a sponge. I just get the sponge and put it in there and dab it around my skin. I love that one. gonna keep it. I'm already like, I wanna use this every day. I wanna use this every day. I wanna use this every day. But this is why it's always good to go through the drawer and see what's in there and kind of start pulling stuff out that you hadn't used in a while, you know? This is a little cream blush from Milani. This is the Cheek Kiss cream blush in the shade Nude Kiss. This is the only one of the cream blushes that I kept from the line. I did buy all of them at one time, and I think I did a video on all of them as well. This is a really pretty blush, and I did use it. Did I do it in a Shop My Stash recently or something like that? It's pretty. It doesn't like get me going. Like I don't like see this and go, oh my gosh, that's my favorite. It's the best color. Love clear packaging, but I'm gonna declutter that one actually. This is a primer, concealer, highlighter, and BB cream from Maybelline. The 4-in-1 Perfector Glow Makeup. This actually is in the wrong drawer. That goes in the primer drawer, but that's an awesome product. Anyway, moving on. This is from Flower Beauty. This is the Day Glow Highlighting Glaze in the shade Stunner. And this, okay, I've always thought this was one of my favorite things from Flower Beauty, but the other day I used it, and I think I did a full face of Flower Beauty, and maybe it was because the concealer that I used was way too light for my skin that this highlighter kind of looked wrong as well. It's just like a sticky kind of balm with a little tiny bit of color to it. It kind of just makes your skin look wet and like glossy. But the day I used this, when I was putting it on, it was kind of picking up the makeup underneath and leaving like a bare spot. And I didn't really like the way that it looked. So I think I'm gonna set this aside as like a last chance type of thing, and maybe I'll do like a video on like last chance makeup or something like that. Chopping block kind of thing. This is another thing from Tarte, part of their Breezy line, the Breezy Cream Blush in the shade Peach Sunset. And I didn't really get a lot of use out of this because it smells weird. And it's, oh, hit myself with it. It smells like clay, and it smelled like that the day I bought it. So I thought that was just the way that it's supposed to smell, like a weird unscented clay smell. But someone left me a comment in a video that I talked about the smell, and they said if it smells like clay, it's gone bad. But it smelled like that the day I bought it. So I think that's just the way that it smells. I don't think it's gone bad. It's still pretty creamy. It's a pretty color, but I just never really got a lot of use out of it. You know, the texture is a little on the drier side. Just not my favorite cream blush. I'm gonna let that go. This, on the other hand, is one of my favorite things I've ever bought at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. Where did I get it? I think TJ Maxx actually. It's the e.l.f. Active Workout Ready Lip and Cheek Palette. I wish they still had this. I don't know if maybe they have it on their website or if I can find it somewhere else, but this is so good. And I don't remember why I bought it. I'm sure it was like a good deal or something, but it's 3 cream blushes and a highlighter. And these are the weirdest kind of texture. It's not normally one I would really love because it's really thick and almost like sticky like. But there is something about the way that these go on. Let me swatch the highlighter as well. I don't use the highlighter too much, but the blushes, they're so pretty. Look how pigmented those blushes are. They're so pretty on the skin as well. They just look amazing. They blend so nice. I love this. I love this so much that I never use it as if I'm ever going to use it up or something. You can use these on your lips as well. It does come with a lip brush, but I don't have the brush anymore and I've never used these on my lips. This is one of those rare things I think that would probably work on the cheeks and the lips equally. But for a cream blush, this is awesome. If you find it at TJ Maxx or Marshall's and you love cream blushes, this is a really fun one to have. Ooh, look at this. Maybelline Dream Bouncy, like I'm holding up my wrist. Dream Bouncy Blush. They need to bring these back. They need to bring these back, and they need to bring back the Whipped Mousse blushes. Do you remember those? I don't remember what they were called, but I feel like they were also Dream something. I think I had put this in a project pan I attempted to do a year or two ago, and I never actually did it because it was taking forever to use it. It was taking forever to use it, and I thought, I'm going to use that up by the end of the year. It's just as creamy. It's just as creamy as the day I bought it. This is the shade Coffee Cake. They don't make these anymore, but it's like a cream and putty in one. And this is one of the most beautiful colors. It's a really pretty nude, kind of neutral color. Goes with everything, almost just looks like you got a little bit of a rosy bronzer on. It's so nice, it still works, it's still creamy. I love it, gonna keep it forever, of course. Where'd I put that? Right here. This is a little trio from Westman Atelier. It's the Clean Glow Trio. And I lost my mind when I saw this because I don't know why I really like this brand, but I don't have that many things. I did buy the brush, the foundation brush, and I returned it. It was so freaking expensive and I hated it, so I returned it. And that's kind of all I've tried that I returned. The only other thing I've tried are these sticks. And I bought these because I have some blister pack samples. Let me see if I can find the other ones in here. I'm sure they're floating around in here. But I got some blister packs like this that were samples from Sephora with some order. And it had the Petal Cream Blush, the bronzer stick in Biscuit, and then the Lit highlighter. And they're 3 beautiful cream formulas. Oh my goodness. These are so pretty. And then that bronzer one was just on another level of beautiful. There it is right there. And they had a lot of product in the little blister pack. It's like they cut off like a 1/4 inch of a stick and put it in here. And it lasted forever. Like, it's not even sealed and it still works just fine. And I loved them so much that when they came out with this little mini set for Christmas, was it this past Christmas or was it even the one before? I don't remember. It had to have been this past Christmas, right? I wouldn't have had this for that long unused. Anyway, it's unused. I was so excited to see these because it was 3 of my favorite colors in minis, and they hadn't made the minis before. But now they do sell the mini sticks, so you can just buy a mini stick. And it comes with enough product, I think. I think that's quite a bit because you don't like run through a cream stick that quickly, although it looks like you have a lot less and you are getting a lot less, like especially like a stick foundation. Anyway, what am I talking about? This is the bronzer, blush, and highlight stick trio. It's unused. Actually, I think I have used the bronzer, but the other 3 are unused, but I really need to use those. Gonna keep them anyway. This is from Milk Makeup. This is the bronzer stick in the shade Baked. I was obsessed. There was a point in time when I was obsessed with Milk Makeup when it first became like a brand. They always were doing something else, like there was a photography studio, I think, but when they came out with a brand, I was like all about it. But then a lot of the products were kind of disappointing. You know, it's very like a minimal kind of brand. Oh, this is still good. Oh yeah, very pretty. I don't use this that often. Actually, I completely forgot I even had it. And it's really hard to twist this for some reason. Maybe because I've never actually twisted it. I don't know. But it's still creamy. That smells very funny. Oh no, what a waste. I'm pretty sure I found this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's because I think it was $10. Oh, that smells, it smells like bad oil, like oil that's turned. Sorry, Milk Makeup, sorry. Anyway, I had to let that go. This is from Merit. This is one of my favorite highlighters ever. They did send this to me, and it's the highlighting balm in the shade Kaja. And this isn't something I probably would have chose on my own, like at the store if I was shopping. But since they sent it to me, I was like, oh yeah, I'll give it a shot. And this is freaking beautiful. I mean, look at that. When you're blending it on, it feels like it's almost melted, like it's a melted like butter stick or something, and it just glides with no resistance. Look how glowy that is. It just looks wet and glossy. It's much better than the Flower Day Dew. You know what, honestly, I'm gonna declutter that. Because now that I'm like, you know what, if I could only have one really great cream highlighter, it's gonna be this. It's so smooth, it's so easy to blend, it's not sticky at all, and it looks like this all day long. It'll kind of like dry down onto your skin, but it's not gonna disappear. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I wanna wear this every day. Now I'm like rediscovering it. I love that. I love this a lot. It's an amazing, amazing cream highlighter. Another cream highlighter that I really like is from Ciate, and it's their Dewy Stix. And it's kind of the same exact kind of concept. It's just a balm. This one I have used a lot. I've kind of flattened it out a little bit. It's definitely the same type of thing, like you could see here. It's just like a wet balm to make your skin look really glossy and wet and glowy. This one does fade throughout the day, so anytime I wear this, I do kind of reapply it. I like to wear this a lot on days when I'm not wearing a ton of makeup, maybe like on bare skin, it's really pretty. Same with the Merit one, but this one does fade throughout the day, so I do have to reapply it, but I still really like it. It's not sticky at all, it dries into the skin real nice, but it does fade a little bit. The Stila convertible color in the shade Lilium. So I was obsessed. I couldn't get it out of my head. I really, really, really wanted to buy one of these. I just love this packaging. I think they're so cute. And it's called a convertible color because it's just another one of those cream blushes you could use on your lips or your cheeks or your eyes, just wherever you want. And I loved this color. It's so, so beautiful. It's just like, is it cool toned? Is it warm toned? I have no idea. It's just like a really pretty, I have no idea. I can't describe it. Just pretty. That's all I can say. And I actually forget to use this all the time because it's in the back of the drawer. But man, it's really pretty. This is something that I forgot I had. It's from Lumene, and it's the Invisible Instant Luminizer. I'm sure I got this in the advent calendar. I bought a Lumene advent calendar a couple of years ago, and I'm sure I got this in there. It's very separated. I don't think I've ever used this, to be honest. Ooh, it smells good. I thought it was gonna be bad, but it smells good. It has a nice little perfumey scent. Is this one of those things you put on under your makeup, like an under makeup primer that's supposed to make everything all glowy? Let me just blend it out, see how it looks. That looks pretty. Smells really good too. You know what? I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it and I'm gonna use it. I honestly haven't even used that. I think I opened it and like threw it right in here. What's next? Oh, this. I forgot I had this. There's a lot of stuff in here I forgot I had. This is from Milk Makeup, and it's the Bionic Bronzer in the shade Time Travel. I was crazy about this when I first got it. Well, when I first saw that it existed, I was like, I have to have that. I have to get that in my life. But then I realized, like, these liquid kind of bronzers, it's like a cream bronzer. What does it say? It doesn't say whether it's cream or liquid, but it is very creamy. I don't know. I don't know why I don't never use it. I really have nothing to say about it. I feel like I did use it in a video once. I mean, I'm gonna keep it. I'll just have to kind of use it more often, or at all. This is a little palette from Sephora, and it's their store brand. It's the Clean Velvet Cream Blush Palette. This is really good. I did a video on this. I thought it was awesome, awesome, awesome. And very quickly after I did the video, it was discontinued. It was on clearance, it was gone. Oh my gosh. This is dry as a bone. I mean, it's still swatched, and I'm guessing it's still usable. Maybe not that last one. What color was that? Oh, this one. Oh, this purple one is like literally, oh, I guess I got a little bit out of it. A little bit. It's dry, very, very, very dry. Like, it doesn't even feel creamy at all. I'm gonna try it out and see if it still works as blush, because this was a really beautiful cream blush palette. Very underrated, but it's already dry as a bone. And as you're gonna see, there are some things in here I've had for a very long time that are just as creamy as the day I bought them. So I think it's already dried out. Why am I gonna try to make this work still? It's dry. Maybe for that one right there. I don't know. No, it's fine. It's dried out, just let it go. This is another product from Merit, and I know there's another one in here, I think. This is a cream blush in the shade Cheeky. It's called Cheek Color. I did buy one of these with my own money, and then they sent me one. And I don't remember if it's in here still, if I did declutter it, but this is a beautiful cream blush formula. These little balms are so pretty. This is the one I bought. This is the one I bought. They sent me the one called Beret or Raspberry Beret. That one I didn't love too much. It had a really like cool undertone, and on my skin it just did not look good. It looked very like white, like a white base or something. It just didn't look, it wasn't the right color for me. But this is so beautiful. It's a really pretty formula as well, like really pretty formula. It's a really good formula. It's almost like a gel, but I love the application. I love this little packaging. It's so cute. I really enjoy this brand quite a bit. Anyway, really, really pretty. I'm gonna keep it. This is from Beauty Blender. It's the Magic Fit Creamy Bronzer. Highlighter is called Pearl and the bronzer is called Buff. And I bought this because I couldn't get it out of my head. Had to have it. It's a highlighter up here. A little like putty cream highlighter. And then, let me do a little bit of swatch for that. The texture is kind of weird because it's like almost melted, and when you touch it, it kind of picks up on your finger. Really strange texture. And then you have a cream bronzer under here that I really don't like. I just don't like this texture. I don't like the color of it. I don't like how it blends. It's just not for me. It's very moussey. Anyway, the bronzer's not my favorite, but that highlighter is so pretty. I took this with me when I went to Vegas last year and I loved it so much. It was so beautiful. I wore the heck out of it, and I'm thinking about taking it now. I'm going on a trip next week to Palm Springs, and I kind of want to take this with me. Yeah, anyway, I like this. I was gonna take it back, but I love the highlighter so much. Even though the bronzer is not very good, I'll keep it for the highlighter. Oh look, here's the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer that I was using, the mini. The lid's broken, and then here's the color in here. Yeah, I'm gonna declutter this one. Like I said, just not my favorite anymore, and it's like broken, and yeah. But I have got a ton of use out of that one, but I'm not even gonna try to give that away. I'll give away the full size one. I have a few of these little cream blushes from Fenty Beauty. I love these. These are the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blushes. This is the shade Crush on Cupid. I remember when these came out, people like lost their minds because they thought the size was too small. But I want to see somebody that has used a whole one up. One of the people that complained about the size being small, I want to see their empty ones already. Because using up a cream blush will take forever. So I think the packaging is so cute. I think they're very size appropriate, and you do get a lot in there. It's not like they're giving you a sample size, you know? But I think in comparison to the bronzer size, like people wanted this much cream blush, when I think bronzer should be this big, blush is fine being this big. Anyway, this is the shade Crush on Cupid. Never used, never even been swatched, but I'll swatch it today. Oh, this formula, it's so good. Ooh, no, hold on. Now that I'm putting it on, I think it looks a little too cool toned. There's a certain kind of cool tone that has this white undertone on my skin sometimes. You know what? No, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna try it. We'll see what it looks like. I gotta try it on my skin before I say I don't like it. I have the shade Cool Berry. This is a really pretty one. Like, look how awesome that color is. I was gonna say it's very cool, but it's obviously called a Cool Berry. This one's really pretty. It's like a purple, like a really deep plum. That's a fun one. I really like that one. Then we have Peach Face. I actually don't think I've used this. I think I forgot about it. No, I have used it. It has stippling marks in it from a stipple brush. Ooh, look at that one. That is Summer in a Blush. That's pretty. It looks like it has a little bit of shimmer to it as well. And then I have Bikini Martini, which is one I absolutely love. I mean, look at that. Look at that. So pretty. This vibrant Barbie pink. So beautiful. Love that one. And a really, really great formula as well. Okay, another one from Fenty Beauty. This is one I bought during Christmas time, during the holidays. This is one of their holiday releases. It is 2 more cream blushes in the shade Malibu's and Peony Droppa. And fun fact, these are 2 full-size blushes. So one of these little full-size ones is this right here. So it was two full-size blushes. I thought that was a great deal. And I did use that one. I haven't used the other one yet. But again, really pretty colors. Obviously there's a lot of color overlap here. I'm not trying to like declutter my collection like, well, I only really need one of these because I'm not that kind of person, you know? This is one of the best cream blushes I've ever used in my whole life. It's from Fenty Beauty. You know what? I just imagine myself now getting all into this like I did the Milani Luminoso blush. I couldn't put that down. I put it all over my face and I just had a vision of this one just now, like this is next. This is gonna be next. This is from Fenty Beauty. Did I say that? Less than $5, sold at Dollar General, and it is a cream blush for the ages. I mean, for $5, look at that. Look at that color payoff. I mean, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so coral. Do I want to put this on right now? Would coral blush go with these eyes? Maybe not. Will that be overkill? Anyway, it's so pretty. It is so creamy. I've had this way longer than I've had that Sephora cream blush palette. So when I see stuff like this that's still creamy, I'm like, it's unacceptable for a cream blush to dry up that quickly, you know? A couple from ColourPop. I have one of my favorite blushes of all time. This is the Super Shock blush in the shade Prenup. Oops, I almost fell off the desk. This is the packaging. This is the blush. I did hit a little baby pan. You could see a little tiny bit of the pan there. This is the most beautiful, cool toned color I've ever seen. It's not creamy anymore. I mean, it's kind of creamy, but I could definitely do with the repurchase of this one. And every now and then I'll see it at the store. Like I actually saw it at Target recently because they started carrying ColourPop and they started carrying it in the regular line, like in the makeup section. I thought it was just going to be like a limited release, like on a display or something, but no, they're selling it. I think that's so awesome for ColourPop. Anyway, back to the blush. This is one of those really pretty cool tones that I like the look of it on me. And I think I'm going to repurchase this. I obviously don't need to. Look at all that I have. I don't need to repurchase this, but it's one of my favorites and I love having it. It's so, so, so pretty. I think I'm gonna let this one go just because it's kind of, you know, it's past its prime, but I loved it. I got a lot of use out of it and I would repurchase it. This is a Super Shock blush in the shade Holiday. I really liked this one too, but I don't get as much use out of it as I did Prenup. It's a really pretty, like, vibrant kind of coral color. It kind of leans more on the pink side than on the orange side. Coral, I think, kind of has a little bit of a teeter-totter sometimes. Like, sometimes it leans a little more pink, sometimes a little more orange. This is like a really good in-the-middle kind of pink color. Ooh, I like that. This one also is really dry. It's definitely not the Super Shock formula anymore. I'll use it a couple times and see if it's still good to use, but I'm going to hang on to that one. And then I have the ColourPop Super Shock Bronzer in the shade Get Sandy. I don't remember this. I did use it, like I've used it. Oh, that still has the Super Shock formula. You know what? I remember it now. I remember this taking forever to build up. Like even now, I remember it. I like the small size and trying to get my bronzer brush in there was taking forever, and then to build the color up on my skin was taking forever. Do I want it? I'm gonna set it aside. I'll give it another shot and then we'll see. This, what the heck? I forgot I even had this. This is from KVD. This is a cream bronzer refill. Yeah, untouched. It's a cream bronzer refill for the cream palette. And I don't even have that palette, but for some reason I bought the refill. I haven't even touched it. It looks like a nice color. I don't know, have it. I guess I'll keep it. This is from Wander Beauty. This is the Double Date Lip and Cheek little duo. I feel like I decluttered this before, or I tried to and I changed my mind. I don't even know if that doesn't even close that well. Anyway, it's a really beautiful little double-decker packaging, and you get a cream blush on top and then down here a lip balm. But I feel like you could use it also as like a balmy kind of highlighter. That's pretty. I mean, it's just a white kind of gloss. What am I saying? It's pretty. It's just a gloss. And I actually had never used it as a highlighter. I've only used it on my lips, and it's kind of like ugh, on the lips. And then the blush, I remember liking, whoa, that's pigmented. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty. It feels really similar to the e.l.f. Active Cheek Palette. I'm gonna give that another shot. I'll put that in the, like at the chopping block category there. Here we have one of my all-time favorites. It's one of my all-time favorites and I never use it and I never talk about it. It's from Ilia and it's the Color Haze Multi-Use Pigment in the shade Before Today. This formula is so good. It's kind of like a liquid, but it's like a cream as well. The formula is really pretty. I wonder if you can use this on the lips because all it says it's a multi-use pigment and I've actually never, oh, the formula. This is so good. Like you just want to keep swatching it and then look at that color. Look how beautiful that is. So pretty. You know what? I kind of can picture this on the eyes and the cheeks. I feel like this would crease in a second, but I might try it out. I might try it out. I really, really, really love that as a blush. I mean, look at that. It's so pretty. Love it, never use it. I think because it was expensive and it's like an expensive brand. And no. Ilia, didn't Ilia go out of business? Am I thinking of a different brand? I could swear it's Ilia. Let me double check. Because if it is, now I'm never going to use it because they're out of business and you can't buy it anymore. No, it's not Ilia. Lila B. Lila B is the brand I'm talking about that went out of business. Not this one. This one's still around, so I can still hold on to it a little longer. Another cream blush from Fenty Beauty. This is the Summertime Wine Color. Ooh, another one that's never been touched. Why did I buy this and then never even use it? Ooh, let's swatch it. Why not? Oh my goodness. That looks like Revlon Cherries in the Snow lipstick. Doesn't it? Am I crazy? That looks just like it. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, pretty. I have a couple of cream blushes from LA Colors. I did get a couple of other ones. These two here. Are these the same? No, they're not. The cream gel blushes. This is the shade Tainted Love, Mesmerizing, and then I have Hypnotized and Admirable still in the packaging. Haven't even used them. I think I really liked these. I don't remember. I'm gonna put these in a like rediscovering makeup thing category and retry these out, especially these two that are in the packaging, because they came out with these the same time they came out with those little duo eyeshadows that freaking blew my mind. Those are so good and they're $1.25. I did a whole video on them too. If you want to see it, I'll link it down below, and then any corresponding videos I will link in the description box, whether I applied these or anything like that. But I want to say I really liked these, especially this color here. I'll have to remind myself of it though, but I'm going to set these aside. I will use those. This is from Romand, and this is the, I don't know, cream blush duo. Look at that cute packaging. Oh no, it's not a duo, it's just one, and then this is a sponge. Didn't it look like it was two blushes? Anyway, it looks dry. Nope. Creamy, very creamy. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, now I know why I never used it. It's a color that, there are these certain kind of tones of blushes on me that just don't look nice. I mean, kind of like on everybody, right? There are things that are going to suit you a little better. And this tone just did not suit me that well. And it comes with a tiny little sponge to kind of put it on with, I guess. I didn't even remember this, honestly. I have this, and I also have a little highlighter from Romand that I do really like. But this blush, like, kind of blended into nothing. Gonna let it go. Oh my god, another Fenty cream blush. Why did I buy so many of these? Summertime Drip, guess what? It's unswatched. It's unswatched. Another one, not even used. But look how pretty. Look how pretty. Let's swatch it. If all of these, if any of these colors are still available, maybe I'll do a whole video on the colors I have, because I have a lot. I didn't even know I had so many. That's another really pretty color. Such a good formula. Like, they feel really good. They blend on the skin well too, and they don't pick up the makeup underneath, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy that they don't do that. I didn't even know I had this. This is from Ulta Beauty. It's a Stay Cheeky Liquid Blush in the shade Velvet Rose. That's intense. Look at that. These ones that are a little more liquidy, I tend to not like as much because just like the extra liquid, it kind of removes your makeup. It like dissolves it and leaves like a bare spot. I honestly didn't even know I had this. Do I want to try it? It smells fine. I'll try it. I'll throw it in the rediscovered section. This is from Soap & Glory. It's called Love at First Blush Highlight and Sculpt Cheek Stick. I forgot, obviously, that I had this. Oh my god, it's dry as a bone. Oh no. I mean, I'm getting some color. It's a very glowy blush. It feels very, very dry. Let me see how the sides feel. Oh, sorry, Soap & Glory. I mean, but it's cute. I want to keep it just to have it because it's cute. Kinda. I'm gonna keep it because it's cute. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, there's still a lot in here. There's still a lot to go through. I have another stick. This is the Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick from L'Oreal. This is a stick foundation. This is the shade Cocoa. And I think I bought this to use as a bronzer or something. Like I had seen people buying this foundation stick. Do they still make this? I don't even know. I had seen people buying this as the foundation stick and then buying a darker shade to use as like a contour bronzer thing. They also sold the stick in a blush and highlighters as well. Obviously this shade doesn't work for me. I'm gonna let it go. This is some Nude Stix Nudies all over face color in the shade Sun Kissed. I did buy a little trio of these, if the other ones are in here. There's one. Did I discontinue it? Did I declutter it? I could swear I had another one of these. Maybe it's in the highlighter drawer, I don't know. But I have two of these. They're little blush sticks in the shade Sweet Peony Peach and Sun Kissed. I could swear I had the highlighter too. It's fine. How can I swatch these right here? That still feels okay. Very kind of sticky. Sticky? A little sticky. This one was sticky, this one wasn't, but they're still very, very pigmented. I've had these for a long time and completely forgot about them until this moment. Do I want to keep them? Yes. I mean, look how cute they are. I'll keep them. This is from Glossier. It is the Cloud Paint in the shade Puff, the Seamless Cheek color. And Glossier now is available at Sephora, which is really cool. I think it'll open up Glossier to another audience. I bought this on Glossier's website a while back. I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. Definitely over 2 years ago. That is a really pretty color. I haven't used this in a long, long time. I actually kind of forgot about it. This kind of feels a little like the Ilia one. Not as like creamy, but still really pretty. Okay, gotta keep it. This is from Believe Beauty. This is actually a primer, wrong drawer. This, oh my gosh, look how old this is. This is from Neutrogena. It's the Cheeky Wink Sheer Natural Flush of Color. Why did I read all that? Cheeky Wink blush in the shade First Crush. And I don't know if they make these still. I feel like they probably do. And it's just like a cream, like putty blush. I used the heck out of this thing. I loved it so, so much. It's a really natural, just light wash of color. And I liked to use this a lot on days like this when I have like a lot of eyeshadow on and I want something just to kind of give me a little color on my cheeks but not look like I have blush on. Gotta keep it. Gotta keep it. I think I'm gonna let go of this, the Believe Beauty Perfect Glow Highlighting Stick in the shade Champagne Kiss. This one is just a little bit more obvious on the skin and it's very like, wait, am I thinking of something else? Because now I'm like, hold on, this looks good. Maybe it's the color, maybe it's the tone, I don't know. It's just a cream highlighter. Is that color right for me? When's the last time I've used this? I don't even know. I'm gonna let it go. I'm trying to talk myself into it. Another thing from Nude Stix, the Gel Lip Color and Cheek Balm in the shade J Mama. This is a little bigger one though, it's not the nudies, it's the regular size. I mean, this is a lipstick you could use and it's also something you could use on your cheeks. But it's very, very sticky and tacky and moisturizing. Like it'll probably be a lot better on the lips. I'm gonna throw this again in the rediscovered pile and see if I end up using it. This is a little thing from Milk Makeup, the Lip and Cheek Stick in the shade Work. I think this is the second one of these I've had over the years. Let's twist it up and see what we're working with. It's still good. Does it smell good? It smells normal. Okay, that's that color right there. Another really pretty cream, blends easily. This feels super, super creamy still. And I don't know how long I've had this. Smells good though. Does it? Hold on. None of the other stuff has a smell like that, other than that one highlighter. No, it has a funny smell. Gonna let it go. This is the IT Cosmetics Hello Light Cream Highlighter. This is the shade Radiance. And I feel like I've loved this over the years. Is it still creamy? I can't tell if it's like creamy or if it just has dried out, so it kind of feels like that powdery kind of cream. Let's see. Oh yeah, still nice. I don't know if you can really see it. It's meant to be a little more on the subtle side, and it kind of just gives you like that look of you just put on your skincare or something. That's nice. That's a nice subtle cream highlight. Gonna keep it. This is from Grande Pop. Is this the same brand that does Grande Lips? I think so. It's the Plumping Liquid Blush in the shade Tiramisu, and I'm sure I got this in a subscription box, and I feel like I used this and liked it. I mean, it's a really pretty color, a little more on the brown side, like a rosy bronzer color. I'm gonna keep it. I'll try that out. I'm gonna put that in the rediscover section here. This is from Bionic. This is the Blush Serum, Nourishing Water-Based Cheek and Lip Color. This is actually the second one of these I've had. I'm sure I got these in a subscription box. This one is still in the wrapper, so I'm just going to declutter it because I have another one, I think it's in that box maybe somewhere that I kind of just keep because it's cute. This is the Marc Jacobs Coconut Gel Highlighter Dew Drops. This makeup brand no longer exists either. And I feel like I haven't even used it, like it's not even coming out. Let's see. There's a little bit. I don't think I ever used this. What is this supposed to be? Because that's way too much to be a highlighter. Obviously I did a big swatch too. That's really, really golden. Like super duper gold. The gold like I wouldn't wear or use. Gonna declutter that. This is from Burt's Bees. This is their cream blush, Color Nurture Cream Blush in the shade Guava Meringue. I was obsessed with this blush when I got it. It had the greatest smell. Still has that scent. It kind of smells like a candy. Oh, it's dry as a bone. Dry as a bone. It's pulling away from the sides. What a pretty color. I wore the heck out of this. I used a lot of it actually, but it's dry as a bone. This is one of my favorite things that I've ever purchased, ever. These were one of my favorite makeup items of the year, and they're from Laura Mercier, the Tinted Moisturizer Blushes. I did a whole video on these, I demoed them, and these are freaking amazing. This is the shade Coastline, this is the shade Southbound. They're called Tinted Moisturizer Blush. I think that's kind of an interesting name, but they're so pretty. They're very moisturizing blushes. They don't pick up the makeup underneath. They blend really pretty. They look super natural, but still give you like a blushy look. It doesn't look like so natural that it's not there. Those are the two colors. Whoops. Those are the two colors there. They're really, really pretty. And I did a video on them where I showed like my favorite way to put them on with a sponge. They're so nice. They're one of those things I wanted to use every day, and I ended up having to like set them aside because I was just gonna keep wanting to use them and not use my other stuff. This is the other Merit blush. This is the one they did send me in the shade Raspberry Beret. This one does have that kind of cool toned, I don't know what it is about the tone. I mean, it looks really pretty. It's a beautiful raspberry color, but there's something about the undertone when it's on my skin that looks like it's white. Like it looks like a white It's weird. A really pretty formula again, but I'm gonna declutter that one because it's just not right for me. This is a Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Joy. It's a little mini guy here. And this is like the most pigmented blush of all time. Like, holy crap. You'll buy one of these and have it for 10 years. You need the tiniest little amount. It's really easy to overdo it. That's the swatch of it right there. It's a really beautiful color. I think I only used it once, honestly, because it was such a like difficult one to control, but it's a really pretty coral color. I'm gonna put that in the Rediscover blush. I almost fell again. This is one I forgot I even had from Fenty Beauty. This is their Cheek Slime in the shade Fever Dream. I mean, look at the packaging. The name is Cheek Slime and the name of the blush color is Fever Dream. Like, that's awesome. I love it already. I want to say I used this a couple, oh my goodness. Is that the color? This is like the reddest blush of all time. I don't remember it being that color. I thought it was gonna be this color, but it's red, like food coloring. I guess that kind of looks like a food coloring bottle. Look at that red. Oh my gosh. It looks even more crazy in the light that I'm sitting here. I have to keep it because it's really cute. Am I really gonna use it though? I'll throw it in the Rediscover, like I need to rediscover these pile. This is from Tres Luce Beauty. Ready to Bounce Cream Blush in the shade Date Night. Did I use this? I mean, it looks like I've used it. I'm sure I got this in a subscription box. Oh, it's like a putty. You know, I think I looked up this brand. They carried it at Ulta, and it was like some Singer's brand. That's like the lightest, nicest little neutral color. I'm gonna keep that. I'll throw it in the Discover pile, Rediscover pile. This is one of my favorite bronzers I've ever used. This was also in my yearly favorites for 2022. It's the NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream in the shade Laguna 01. Yeah, it's amazing. I made a dip in it already. Has a lovely scent. I want to use this every single day. This is also one of those things I had to put away because I wouldn't stop using it. It's so freaking easy to use. Blends into the skin nice, looks natural, just a nice little sun-kissed color on your skin. It's beautiful. I love it so much. Yeah, it's awesome. This is the Sephora Multi-Stick in the shade Cheerful. Ew. Oh, ew. Mold all over it. That's going straight into the garbage. This is from Say. This looks like some sort of liquid highlighter. The Glowy Super Gel Illuminator in the shade Star Glow. And this is also unused. Let's get a little swatch out here and see what it looks like. Hopefully it's not as intense as that Marc Jacobs was. Oh, this is nice. This looks like it's gonna be something to put on underneath your makeup and just like a glowy kind of primer highlight type thing. That looks nice. I'm gonna throw that in the Rediscover pile. This is something I wish I didn't purchase. It's just not, I really honestly don't even know why I bought it. It's from Anastasia and it's the Liquid Glow Face Highlighter in the shade Perla. And I think I only used this once. And I think it was a video called like Luxury Makeup I Forgot I Owned or something like that. It's just not the right tone for me, and these kind of like super liquid highlighters are just not for me. They're not my preference. I'm gonna let that go. What else? This is from Drunk Elephant. De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops, and I also have the Oh Blues Rosy Drops. These are like liquid blush and a liquid bronzer. I never really got the hang of them, and I've had these for a long time, and I never use them. They're on the bottom of the container. Let's get a little swatch out here. Those are easily going into the To Rediscover pile. I mean, the color of this liquid bronzer is just like a mustard brown. Not my preference at all. I'm just gonna declutter that actually. The blush I will keep and I will use that, but that bronzer is not for me. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand High Blush in the shade Pink Gasm. And I remember using this and not really thinking it looked all that good. There we go. I remember not thinking it looked all that good. It was just too glowy and it looked like pink, like metallic highlighter. Okay, there's a big swatch of it there. And yeah, that's a really big concentrated swatch. But on the face, like on my face, it just looked metallic, like a metallic blush. And I did not like the way that it looked at all. I'm gonna put that in the Rediscover one and see if I end up liking it. Because who knows, you know, your preferences and taste change and stuff, so maybe I'll end up liking it eventually. But, oh my goodness. Luckily, we're almost done because I'm running out of swatch room on my rag here. This poor thing is going to be so stained. Another Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in the shade Peach Satin. If you have any of these and they're just sitting there, bring them out. I'm sure they're still creamy, just like this one is. So when I see something like this that is still creamy and pigmented and usable, and I have other things that got mold on them or dried up, like I think you're not putting enough preservatives in your makeup. That's a primer. The Flower Beauty Low Light Liquid Contour, I actually forgot about this and it's new to me. I bought this in February. I'm gonna throw that in the Rediscover pile as well. Flower Beauty Gel Crush Lip and Cheek Little Color. I love this packaging. I know Pixie did the same thing and it's kind of like a deodorant. But I like this. I think this is a really light, like flush of a jelly, glowy blush on the cheeks. I think it's really pretty and has a nice scent. Gonna keep it. This is from Sophia and Mabel, the wet blush in the shade Bubbly. I'm sure this came in a subscription box of some sort. That's really pretty packaging. And it looks like I swatched it once, but I don't think I actually used it. Ooh, that's a pretty texture. Really nice. Oh, the color. I don't know if that's gonna work for me. It's a very, very light white undertone kind of pink color. That's that kind of shade that doesn't really look good on me. I'm gonna declutter that. This is the How About Them Apples palette from The Balm. This palette is so good. This is another perfect example of, I've had this for probably 5 years at this point and it's amazing. Have I had it longer than that? I gotta look up because I think I did a video on it when I got it. I'm gonna look it up and see how long I've had it. But these are just as creamy as the day I got it. Like they're so rich, so pigmented, so beautiful. The only one is that one shade called Crisp. That one isn't as creamy as it was because it has some shimmer in it and I think that kind of did something to the formula. So it's a little bit on the like thicker side but still a little creamy. But yeah, this palette is awesome. They still blend, they're still pretty, they still wear all day, and it's just an amazing, amazing blush palette. I don't know if they still carry it though. Dang, amazing. I have 4 more things. There's only 4 more left. Florence by Mills, the glowing little blush. I don't really care. I don't really care about their brand, to be honest. This is from Honest Beauty. This is their cream blush in the shade Peony Pink. I think they still do make cream blushes, but the packaging they have redone. It doesn't look like this anymore. But I remember really, really liking this blush a lot. A little on the thicker side, not as smooth and creamy as it once was, but it's still very creamy, just like the top needed to be worked off. What a pretty color. I'm gonna put that in the Rediscover section. I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Liquid Contour. I completely forgot I even had this. I feel like when I used this, it kind of like blended into nothing. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the Rediscover pile and we'll see, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna declutter that. And this is the last thing, a liquid highlighter. This is the St. Lux Liquid Glow in the shade Rose Gold. Is the brand called St. Lux? I'm sure this is from a subscription box or something like that. Let's check it out. I don't know. Not really a color that I'm gonna get a lot of use out of. It's just a little on like the dark gold kind of side, just not for my skin tone. I'm gonna declutter that. And that is it. This actually wasn't intended to be a declutter. I just really wanted to go through it and like rediscover, see what I had, like just dig in and see if, you know, there was anything that I could also clear out, of course, but I mostly just wanted to swatch everything and kind of rediscover what I had. And I'm so glad I did this. I know this was an hour-long video, but I had a lot of fun and I really stained up my rag. Look at all the fun I had. Anyway, I'm gonna put all of this stuff back. I'm gonna set aside the stuff I want to rediscover, and then I have a handful of declutter stuff too. I think I decluttered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 items. That's something. I mean, the drawer's still gonna be pretty full, but it's gonna be a little less cluttered, and I'll be able to like everything I have and know when I reach in, I'm pulling out something I really enjoy. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what some of your favorites are. And if you want to see any of these featured in a video or like a dedicated review, let me know. I can make that happen. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're still here, thank you. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.